aka Patters. Welcome back to the channel. We're here on Sunday night. We're in Philadelphia. The sun has set. It is darkness, but we're here dropping the content. Third round to make some of these points to get my ideas straight. Look, a lot of times, I just let things run. It's like sketching, but we're here talking about James Gunn. We're talking right here. We're talking about this poll. Quick video, but I just have to say, this poll dropped like February 1st, early January. I saw it and I immediately, like, the idea of this poll and what it means, it just stayed in my, like, gray matter. It kept sizzling. Everyone missed it, and I just feel like now we got Shazam coming in this week. We just confirmed Wonder Woman is in Shazam. Guys, we did a video on that like a week ago. We were way ahead of that revelation. Thank you for joining me on that. But this poll, Superman, shorts, trunks, tradition. Look at the people. Look at that percentage. People, aka Patters, we want tradition. We want continuity. We want our icons maintained. James Gunn unknowingly exposed what their side is. Their side is no tradition. Their side is breaking down the structure. Their side is attacking what we've invested so much time in already. Long ago, it was blasphemous. You could not touch Superman, meaning he was who he was. You don't redesign him. You don't mess with him. The even black costume coming out of Death of, with that long hair, the Superman with the mullet hair, it was frowned upon. It was a no-go because there's a tradition to uphold. And you can argue about the ideas of letting creators do things, introducing new ideas. The more of a box you give a creator, the more energy, the more ideas, just the more substance you're going to get from that story. But James Gunn, now look, later in this same thread here, he just defined a little bit of what that poll was, and it was just spontaneous. He says, like, why, like, we in no way are we going to take this poll and apply it to our work because it's just a Twitter poll. I get it. It's good. That's honest. Like, we wouldn't expect it to, but the people want tradition. The people want our ideas and what we love upheld. And, like, I will also always reference what the air was, what the State of the Union was, the unwritten rule when it came to Peter Parker, Steve Ditko, Stan Lee, and Spider-Man. It was, for the longest time, you could not redesign that character. If you messed with it, you better put it back very quickly, which we kind of saw in some of the 90s Web of and sensational books where they played with the type. But, they were very quick to put Spider-Man and Peter Parker back in the Ditko designed costume. But now, it's not even something to uphold. It's meaningless because so many people have changed it, and they change it it seems like they change it a couple times a week now with some of these new character rollouts or Spider-Verse iterations. It renders it meaningless. But James Gunn proved that what the people really want, and I just mean what they want right now. They want tradition. They want trunks. Superman's trunks, or just Soup's trunks, should be a hashtag, and that hashtag should mean we want everything that we grew up loving, reading, permeating in our minds. We don't want it to go to waste. And if we see media from some of these ideas, and we see cartoons, and we see video games, and even action figures, we want some of these traditions upheld and honored. We're in this teardown phase, and it really smashed the comic book industry. It obliterated the hype and the time investment that people had. Like, just for a quick example, okay, when I used to work at the comic shop, we had this kid who would come in and he would buy everything Wolverine. And you would talk to him and he knew everything about Wolverine. He knew every single appearance. The kid was a walking encyclopedia. Very impressive. But at the same time, he wasn't interested in anything else. And then what happens along the way, the X-Men movies come out, and the Hugh Jackman Wolverine takes over the character. So now the only association with Wolverine is Hugh Jackman, and that magnifies so much it trickles right into the comic. And Marvel pivoted. Marvel said they cannot do Wolverine's origin before us. They cannot do it in X-Men 2. We did it. That's where Wolverine origin came from. And they let Hollywood dictate the time investment. And a lot of people at that point left X-Men, they left Wolverine, they even left comics, because even that small break destroyed someone's time investment. And trust me, Wolverine is it's a small example, because the people invested in Superman is vast. It's a deep effing vein. Even to the point that Man of Steel has lingered for so long, it has a dedicated base right now. Think about that. That movie was so divisive at one point, but it's now a standard bearer. That's impressive. Now, given he should have had Trunks in that movie, I'm not even joking. Superman needs Trunks. The Dark Knight needs the symbol on the chest. Guys, let's do this. I mean, like, and even if you want to talk about how much people are craving tradition within comics, look at the Flash trailer and look at the reaction of the daytime Ben Affleck blue and gray Batman in some of those shots. People lost their minds. That's a traditional take on the character, and it went to the moon, it went through the roof, and it got people excited. If people know that James Gunn, he's writing, directing, it's confirmed, is sticking to truth, justice, and the American way with this upcoming movie, it will be the biggest movie. It will be a top 5 grossing movie of all time. I'm saying it now. But people, we know James Gunn. I don't know if we can trust him. This poll is just going to be forgotten, and that's why we're doing this video. We have to kind of document what the people really want, and this poll worked against them. A lot of people missed that point, but rock and roll. I love you guys, and cheers.
Yeah.